What's poppin' Pokepals? Rare Boy here, and today I'm going to go over my top 10 favorite fun facts about Generations 1 and 2. Some of you might know all of these facts, or none of these facts. Either way, I hope you find today's video entertaining. Be sure to leave a comment saying how many of these facts you knew, and if you want to see more fun fact videos on other generations. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Did you guys know that the shaking animation for capturing a Pokemon in red, blue, and yellow is simply for show? Every Pokemon has a set amount of shakes before being captured in Generation 1, and if it shakes more than the set amount, the Pokemon is yours. For example, let's say an Electabuzz set shake is 1. This means every time you throw a ball at Electabuzz, it will shake 1 time before breaking free. Once you see the ball shake 2 times, it means that you have passed the set shake count and the game is guaranteeing you the capture. The same is true for Pokemon like Moltres who consistently avoid Pokeballs. Once Moltres is in the ball, it's captured. This fun fact is only applicable in Gen 1, as every other generation, the shakes are calculated separately. Number 2. In Pokemon Yellow, you can get a free Machamp. That's right, you heard me right, you can get yourself a free Machamp. How, you ask? Well, in the underground path just south of Cerulean City, you can trade an NPC a Cubone for a Machoke, and upon trading, the Machoke will evolve into a Machamp. You can get a Cubone in the Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town on the 5th, 6th, and 7th floors at a 5% encounter rate, so you'll need a little luck and patience to get this trade going. Number 3. Did you know the Pokeflute can wake up a sleeping Pokemon in battle? While we all know the Pokeflute is used to wake up those lazy Snorlaxes blocking our paths in the Kanto region, it can also be used to wake up your sleeping Pokemon in battle. This essentially means your Pokeflute is an unlimited supply of awakenings. But be warned though, as it will also wake up your opponent's Pokemon as well. This property actually carried over to Gen 3's Fire Red and Leaf Green, the remakes of Red, Blue, and Yellow. Number 4. You can catch Gen 2 Pokemon in Gen 1. In Generation 1, there is a famous glitch called a Missingo glitch, where you can play with the game's coding and spawn a Pokemon called Missingo on the Nugget Bridge. In performing this glitch, you can also spawn a Pokemon called M, and M actually contains the Pokédex data for Generation 2 Pokemon. So when you trade an M over to a Generation 2 game, the Gen 2 game will read M's internal data and transform it into one of 63 Johto Pokemon, including Ho-Oh. For more information on how this glitch works, check out John Stone's video where he catches all 63 Pokemon in red and blue while performing this glitch. The link will be in the description below. Number 5. Grass types are some of the strongest Pokemon in Generation 1. In Generation 1, the moves Toxic and Leech Seed could actually stack with each other, which means that any damage the poison Pokemon took would also heal the opponent by that much. So if the poison Pokemon was on their 3rd turn of poison, they would get the effect of the 3rd round of poisoning twice, with the 2nd effect acting as the Leech Seed and healing the opponent by however much both the poison and the Leech Seed dealt. This means if the combination of poison and Leech Seed drained the opponent's HP by 120 that turn, the Pokemon that afflicted the status would heal 120 that turn. And what types of Pokemon can learn both Toxic and Leech Seed? Well, grass types of course, which is why Venusaur is the best starter in a regular playthrough of Red, Blue, and Yellow, because he becomes one of the tankiest Pokemon in history. Number 6. The RNG gods love Gold, Silver, and Crystal. In the Generation 2 games, there was a glitch that made it harder for your opponent's Pokemon to land status afflictions on you. I'm sure you've seen this occur when battling Lance, whose Dragonite loves to go for Thunder Wave, but because of the glitch, there's a good chance that Lance's Dragonite's move will fail. Number 7. Catching Pokemon is the hardest in Generation 2. Unlike every other Pokemon game ever made, there was a coding error with capturing Pokemon in Generation 2. Paralysis, Burn, and Poison will not give you any capture boost in these games, only freezing and putting them to sleep, and even those multipliers were some of the weakest they have ever been. This means if you run to a wild Pokemon you really want to capture, using Thunder Wave on it will not increase your odds by any means. Number 8. You can't legitimately own a Jinx in Kanto. In the international releases of Red, Blue, and Yellow and their remix Fire Red and Leaf Green, Jinx is the only Pokemon that cannot be caught in the wild. The only way you can legitimately obtain a Jinx in the Kanto region, its debut region, might I add, is by trading an NPC in Cerulean City for a Poliwhirl. Now, some of you might be in the comment section going, actually, Rare, you can catch a Jinx exclusively in the Seafoam Islands in the Japanese version of Pokemon Blue. While you are correct, my dear viewers, this still makes Jinx one of the rarest Pokemon in Kanto, and is the only Pokemon that is region locked, meaning you, the player, will never legitimately own a Jinx in an international copy of Red, Blue, or Yellow. Number 9. Gens 1 and 2 are the only generations you can take on 3 or more gym leaders back to back. If you set up your games properly by completing all the side quests first in both generations, you can successfully take on 3 or more gyms back to back. In Generation 2, if set up correctly, you can take on Chuck, Jasmine, and Price without any interference of the storyline. In Generation 1, if set up correctly, you can take on 6 gym leaders without interference. Once you obtain Misty's badge, the entire Kanto region is open to you with all of its HMs. These are the only 2 generations you can successfully pull off a sort of boss rush style in Pokemon, which is what I did during my playthroughs of Red and Gold Randomized Nuzlocke on my channel. Check them out. And number 10. Generation 2 is the only generation to have an exclusive hold item. The item I'm talking about is the Berserk Gene. This is a Gold, Silver, and Crystal exclusive item that did not even make a return in the remakes Heart Gold and Soul Silver. The Berserk Gene raises the holder's attack stat upon entering the battlefield at the cost of confusing it. Essentially, your Pokemon enters the battlefield with the Swagger boost, but the holder is not protected from confusion even with the use of Safeguard. It's obvious we did not see a return of this item because of the ability Own Tempo, which prevents a Pokemon from becoming confused. If you were to combine that item with an Own Tempo Pokemon, you would have one busted Pokemon. And so, rather than nerfing the item, they just forgot about it entirely. And that's going to do it for today. So what did you guys think about these top 10 fun facts that I know? If you want to see more, leave it down in the comment section saying what generation you'd like to see next. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Red, white, and blue, yeah, I love